Hi darlings, let's make a simple cut lace dress. Here I'm folding my lace into two and I'm carefully arranging it. You know, cut lace is a bit tricky to work with, so it requires patience. That is done, and now I'll proceed to take the length of my dress. So the length of this dress is just 39. It's a short dress, and as you see here, I'm not marking from the beginning of my tape because it's an off-shoulder dress, so I minus just 3 inches from the top and I'm marking at 3 inch. So it's an off shoulder. This off shoulder is not solo. I don't want it solo, that's why I minus just 3 inches. Now this point I'm marking now becomes my shoulder line. Now proceed to take my waist point measurement, which is 16, and I'll move down to take my hip measurement as well. The 3 inches I minus from the top to get my shoulder line is preference. If you want your shoulder dropping down low, you have to minus about 5 to 4 inches to get your off shoulder, but because I don't want mine solo, that's why I'm using 3 inches. Now let's proceed to take the shoulder width measurement. Here I'm using just 5 inch because it's an off shoulder and I don't want my shoulder dropping too low. So from the shoulder line, I'm going down to point 10 to mark my bust point. From my bust point, I'll take my bust circumference measurement. That's your round bust divided by 4 plus 2 inches. That is what I marked there. I move down to my waist. My round waist, that's my waist circumference divided by 4 plus 2 inches. I added 2 inches because I want ease. I want it to be loosely fitted. This dress is not going to have a zip. Same thing with the hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. This is what you see me mark here. So you do same for your measurements. Moving down to the full length of my dress, I minus 1 inch from what I marked on the hip area. Let's say my hip is 12, I'm marking 11 down there. Now I'll connect all the points together from the knee point to the hip, from the hip to the waist, and now from the waist to the bust point. Then I'll connect the bust point to the shoulder width. Exactly, so the slant there is now my armhole. Now I'll proceed to cut. While cutting, ensure to press down your fabric so that it's not moving all about, or pin. Pinning is even better because it secures your fabric better. If you've come this far with me, you should consider subscribing to my YouTube channel as I share sewing tutorials, tips and tricks as well as style inspirations. Now back to the video. I'll go ahead and fold the fabric into two again and cut the back piece by placing this front piece over the fabric I'm folding now. Just watch closely and see how this is done. You know, it's a cut lace fabric, and so folding it into 4 and cutting at once might leave you with errors. That's why I had to do it one after the other. Now I'll place the front piece over the one I just folded now, and I'll neatly arrange again, then go ahead to cut. Now from the remaining fabric, I'll cut the sleeves. Watch how this sleeve is being cut. You don't draft the normal armhole, you just watch carefully and you understand. Remember I told us that the slant running from the shoulder to the bust point is the armhole of the dress, and the length of it depends on how much you minus as your off shoulder. I took just 3, so that's why I have a long slant. If you took up to 6, your slant will be very short. So you keep that in mind. The width of my sleeve is 3 inches, that's from the shoulder, and I just checked to see the length of the slant. So from there, I'll proceed to mark the points and mark how wide I want my sleeve to be, and then connect that slant so that this slant will match the slant on the dress. I'll proceed to measure how wide I want my sleeve to be, the round sleeve, and then mark. Then from that armhole point, I'll connect down to the length of the sleeve, and this is what I have, and I'm cutting. Now there you have the sleeve. Then I'll go ahead to fold again and place the sleeve on top of the fabric I'm folding right now to get the second sleeve. If you would like to see how I put these pieces together, then please stick around because I'll be posting that next. Let me know what you think of this dress. Please like, comment, and share. Do you have any questions? Feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll be there to respond. Thanks for watching. See you soon.